So what I have here today is some of Milwaukee's latest and greatest tape measures. I have 5 of them to look at, and I'm sure you're wondering, do I really need 5 different tape measures? Well, we're gonna dig in and figure out what each of these do and why you might wanna pick one of these. So to start with, unpacking a tape measure. A little tricky. There is a little spot on the back you can peel off, and with a little bit of pulling motion, you can pull the card off, and we'll start with this one. This has a 17-foot reach. This is known as the Stud, and as it says here, it's the most durable tape they have in this collection that they sent us. Now there is other options also beyond what these are, different lengths, different styles, and also they come in all at different price points. So we'll get to that at the end though. As far as starting with the Stud, this would be your basic contractor tape measure. This is something that probably I would pick just as the top of the list, kind of just basic tape as far as not having extra features. It's not magnetic, meaning the tip isn't magnetic to stick to something that's metal. It has a nice feel to it though. Man, I don't know what the coating is, but it does feel amazing. And it's supposed to be incredibly durable. It's supposed to be where you can rub it on things and run it through things, and yet it still will not wear away. One of the features that I do like about these tapes that jumped at me right off the bat was it has an engineering and architectural scale on the backside of the blade. This matters because when I've been out in the field before, and you're having a disagreement maybe on a layout or where something goes on a set of plans compared to actually what's being constructed, sometimes you have to go back to the original drawings. And sometimes there isn't dimensions on the drawings that you need to look at. So what's nice is you can take this tape, lock it in, and between the measurements of 10 and 22, you have an architectural scale. And this one reads in both quarter scale and 1/8 inch. This set of plans happens to be a quarter scale set of plans. And I can come in here and take a comparative measurement to see, oh yeah, look at that measurement, it's actually right on. Or check for something that might not be correct on the plans versus what's actually being constructed. It's just nice because now you don't have to carry around a scale to be able to take accurate measurements from your plans. It's one of those simple little features, it's the little nice things that you begin to pick up on when you grab maybe a better quality tool. You'll start to notice that they start incorporating other things into these tools that make them more useful. As far as other features of this, this particular tape says it has a 17-foot reach. So there's this funny thing going on about reach versus standout. And the understanding here basically is reach is the usable distance. So that would be holding your tape, extending the tape out, and then also supporting it as you're putting the tape out. So it'll go 17 feet versus standout. Standout's about 3 feet less than that. So you get about 14 feet of standout with this tape in this configuration. Another nice feature of this tape is the wire belt clip. This wire belt clip's a lot easier to unclip and clip from your belt or your tool pouch or wherever you might store it versus say maybe one of the bent sheet metal type clips. I found these to be very durable, very long lasting. As you can see here, it actually has a lot of strength to it and it doesn't bend. I can pull on this pretty hard and it's not giving, so big deal. Another thing is on your tip, you can measure holding this way, or if you have to take a measure from the backside, it's extended up so you actually have enough purchase to actually grab from the backside of the tape and measure from the backside. Again, it's the nice little things that you kind of pick up on over time. So that's kind of the Stud. That's a 25-foot Stud in summary. Basically your most basic contractor tape. But some of these other ones are actually a little bit more specialized for specific fields. We'll take, for example, this next one. This one's a wide blade. So this one right here actually 18 feet of reach. So this tape, let's go ahead and open this guy up. So this tape has a wide blade. I measured it earlier and it's about 1 3/8 inches wide. So that's a considerable width on that blade right there. What that does is it makes the blade a lot stiffer too. It doesn't break as easy. This actually takes a considerable amount of effort to get that blade to bend. As you can see, it stays pretty stiff. Again, this is one of those kind of contractor, basic GC kind of rated tape right here. It's not for a specific trade. It's more of just general purpose. And like the other one, it has the architectural scale on the back side. Oh, and something I failed to mention on the other tape, and it's actually common on all these, is this point right here where the tape is exposed on the bottom of the tape measure. What that does is, this allows you to throttle in that tape in or out by using your thumb or your index finger. So you can actually adjust how fast that tape is coming in. And it's in such a position that you can never cut the edge of your finger on the tape either. So as this tape even wears down and the edge becomes sharp, your finger's out of harm's way. You don't have to throttle it with your thumb or the lock for that matter. You can use the lock as well. Lock is also very efficient at holding the tape in a locked position. So that's this tape, the wide blade tape, 18-foot reach on this guy. And let's see, we got 3 more. These ones all differ from these in that they have a magnetic tip. So the tip on here is magnetic. So we've got a piece of conduit here. See how magnetized it really is. As you can see, and actually it's pretty effective. So why would you want that? It's a good question. So maybe you're doing steel studs and you want to get a measurement between studs. You can just click that onto that stud. It'll latch right to it and you get a measurement. Also, Electrician. This particular tape is a wide blade magnetic tape, kind of general purpose, but with that magnetic tip on there. But if you're an electrician, which is this one designed specifically for electricians, again magnetic, good strong hold, but has also some electrical 3-phase diagram on here, and also conduit bending section on the tape that shows you your shrink factor depending on the angle that you're bending your conduit. So as you're working with this tape, this kind of gives you, again, versatility for your trade. So if you're an electrician, the one you want to grab is this one. This tape is going to give you all of the features that you're sometimes maybe using another tool for, where you can do it with this one. Taking into account your conduit bends, the magnetic feature, again, simple to pull measurements, latch that onto whatever you might be taking a measurement from. What do you know? It's my contractor looking for a tape measure. Well, he'll have to tune in on Pro 2 Reviews and watch this to see it. Last but not least, you have another magnetic tape right here. Let's see, the longest blade, and then just another magnetic tip blade. A little bit less reach on this one, 15-foot reach on this tape. Similar features to the other. You have your scale on the back side, and again, you have the magnetic feature on the tape. Allows you to actually latch on. Also, I noticed another little feature on the ones with the magnetic feature is the tip is spring-loaded. And so whether you're pushing or pulling, there's a little spring action on these tips, on all of these ones, actually, which, depending on the way you're taking your measurement, whether you're pushing or pulling, dictates whether that is pushed in or pulled out in order to get an accurate measurement. When I went online and looked up how much these guys cost, I saw prices ranging between $25 to $29. They're available on Acme Tools, Home Depot obviously, and anywhere you might buy your Milwaukee tools. And absolutely, is there a reason why you need this many tape measures? Yes. These tapes, definitely a good choice. Gives you some options, and actually there's more options than this available as well. You got 8-foot tapes, 16-foot tapes, all the way up to, one of these models comes up with a 40-foot tape actually. So depending on what you're trying to measure, they definitely have you covered. So do you guys have any questions on these tape measures? Leave in the comment below. If you end up picking up one of these tape measures, leave that in the comment below. If you like this video, please subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.